Hello, and welcome back to Retro Rewind. Today, we are going back to 1983, the year when synths took over, cassettes ruled glove compartments, and MTV decided who made it, or didn't.
Last night I had the strangest dream. I sailed away to China.
New wave flirted with the mainstream, disco's ghost was still dancing, and some voices soared once, then disappeared. But one band may have ghosted us on purpose. We'll get to that. And somewhere in this countdown is a song that may or may not have been written about nuclear war. So stick around as we count down 15 forgotten one-hit wonders from 1983.
In the street there is violence, and lots of work to be done.
Number 2, Electric Avenue by Eddy Grant. When Electric Avenue hit, it didn't just climb the charts, it kicked the door down. With its heavy, pulsating synth bass and reggae meets rock swagger.
Avenue, let me take it higher. Oh, we gonna rock down to.
Inspired by the 1981 Brixton riots in London, the song was a protest anthem disguised as a party track.
And lots of work to be done. No place to hang
It hit number 2 in both the US and UK, making it his biggest international hit. Oddly, many listeners had no idea it was political. They just knew it slapped. And while he never returned to the top 40, Grant stayed busy running his own record label in Barbados.
Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher.
One rumor claimed he once turned down a full US tour because he didn't like the catering. Hey, when you've got your own studio in the Caribbean, who needs Cleveland?
In the street there is violence, and lots of work to be done.
Speaking of international tension, next up, Red Balloons, Global Panic, and a whole lot of hairspray. So, are you enjoying this video? If you are, please do me a favor and hit the like button. It's free and it really helps the channel grow. Number 3, 99 Luftballons by Nena. 99 Luftballons might be the most cheerful song ever written about nuclear annihilation. Released in West Germany, the track exploded onto global charts with a message wrapped in bright synth pop and Nena's feathered mullet. The English version, 99 Red Balloons, reached number 2 in the US. While the original German soared to number 1 across Europe. It tells the story of a bunch of balloons triggering World War III, because 80s.
Back at base, box in the software, flash the message, something's out there.
Nena, whose real name is Gabrielle Kerner, became a global icon overnight. Rumors swirled that the US version lost its bite due to rushed translation. True or not, the band couldn't follow it up, and Nena returned to Germany, where she remains a national treasure. But let's keep it nuclear. For the next track, love melts reality in the dreamiest way.
Forwards, using all my breath. Make it.
Number 4, I Melt With You by Modern English. Romantic apocalypse never sounded so sweet. I Melt With You was a sleeper hit that slowly became a cultural monument thanks to its dreamy tone, bittersweet lyrics, and non-stop play on MTV. Though it only hit number 78 on the Billboard Hot 100 initially,
Stop the world and melt with you.
it outlasted many higher charting songs by sheer force of nostalgia. The British band Modern English reportedly wrote it about a couple making love during nuclear fallout, because of course they did. The song resurfaced in ads, movie trailers, and teen rom-coms for decades.
Forwards, using all my breath.
The band re-recorded it more than once, but none of the versions hit quite like that original lo-fi magic. Quick question, do you remember watching this on MTV back in the day? Drop a yes in the comments if it instantly takes you back. Next up, a classy crooner takes on Irving Berlin with a synth and a monocle.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits?
Number 5, Puttin' on the Ritz by Taco. Who knew a 1920s Irving Berlin standard could become an 80s synth pop fever dream? Taco, a Jakarta-born, Germany-raised performer with a name that sounded more like a fast food mascot than a pop star, took Puttin' on the Ritz to number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Hard to look like Gary Cooper. Come, let's mix where
The video was a strange cocktail of robotic dance moves,
you're blue and you don't know where to go to. Why don't you go where fashion sits?
powdered wigs, and borderline cyber vaudeville weirdness. Some say it was one of the first videos banned from MTV due to controversial imagery, though edits eventually made it back on air. Taco's theatrical flair never quite translated into a second hit, but for one moment,
To look like Gary Cooper.
he had tuxedos and synths in perfect sync. Be honest, did you think this guy was in Devo? And while Taco looked like a time traveler, our next artist felt like he came straight from an 80s gym commercial gone off the rails. Oh, by the way, I will be posting more videos like this, so please like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next deep dive from Retro Rewind.
Town girl on a Saturday night, looking for the fight of her life.
Number 6, Maniac by Michael Sembello. Before TikTok dance challenges, there was Maniac. This turbocharged anthem from the Flashdance soundtrack turned leg warmers, sweatbands, and water splash finales into cultural canon. Michael Sembello, a former guitarist for Stevie Wonder, co-wrote the song as a joke about a horror movie killer, but after a rewrite, it became a top 40 monster.
She's a maniac, maniac on the floor.
Hitting number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Rumor has it the original lyrics were way too dark for studio execs, so they demanded a full rewrite, fast. Sembello never charted again, but he did go on to work behind the scenes in Hollywood. Drop a comment if you've ever tried that Flashdance chair move. We won't judge. And speaking of unstoppable energy, our next track is a motivational banger with the bounce of a tennis ball.
Be the China in a little rowboat to find you, and you said you had to get your laundry.
Number 7, Break My Stride by Matthew Wilder. No one was gonna slow him down, not even, apparently, a stalled solo career. Break My Stride hit the top 5 in 1983 with its reggae-light bounce and infectious optimism. Wilder, with his curly hair and easy smile, looked like your cool English teacher moonlighting as a pop star. The song became a staple for road trips, teen comedies, and late-night infomercials. Years later, it had a massive TikTok revival, but back in the day, it was his one shining moment. Here's the kicker. Wilder went on to co-produce Disney's Mulan. Yep, that's his voice on the demo version of Reflection. Who saw that coming? Now, remember earlier when we mentioned a band that might have ghosted us on purpose? We're getting warmer. Number 8, She Blinded Me with Science by Thomas Dolby. If science class had a soundtrack in the 80s, this was it. With its twitchy synths, eccentric vocal stabs, and that unforgettable science yell from actual British scientist Magnus Pyke, Thomas Dolby created a geek anthem that somehow reached number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100. Dolby himself was more inventor than pop star. He later helped develop ringtones for mobile phones and taught tech at Johns Hopkins. Rumor has it he wasn't even aiming for a hit. He just wanted to test out new equipment. Still, it became a new wave staple. Drop a comment if you had no idea what the lyrics were and still shouted them anyway. Let's go from tech nerd chic to Renaissance fair rebellion with one seriously confusing video.
Dance if we want to. We can leave your friends behind. 'Cause your friends don't dance, and if they don't.
Number 9, Safety Dance by Men Without Hats. With its medieval maypoles, mimes, and synth-happy defiance, the Safety Dance became the world's weirdest protest song. Frontman Ivan Doroschak said it was a stand against clubs banning pogo dancing, but most of us were just busy trying to figure out what the heck was happening in the video. It reached number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100. And then the band pretty much vanished. The rumor that the band released albums under other names, still unconfirmed, but Ivan's been known to resurface every decade or so with a remix. Comment if this one still lives rent-free in your brain. From medieval chaos, we move to a wedding that goes full horror movie in the best way possible.
Number 10, Jeopardy by Greg Kihn Band. The Greg Kihn Band had a legit smash with Jeopardy, a moody synth rocker with a dangerously catchy chorus. Our love's in Jeopardy, baby. It soared to number 2 in the US, helped along by a bizarre, zombie-filled music video that felt more like a John Carpenter short film. Kihn never reached those chart heights again. Though he did become a successful horror novelist, so maybe that wedding video was just foreshadowing. Weird Al famously parodied it as I Lost on Jeopardy, and some fans remember that version more. Did you? Be honest. Drop your answer in the comments. Let's talk about a band whose name was a mouthful, whose lead singer was unforgettable, and whose internal drama ended things fast. Number 11, Too Shy by Kajagoogoo. Whispery, glossy, and ultra 80s, Too Shy hit number 5 in the US and number 1 in the UK, all thanks to the pretty boy vocals of Lamal, who was famously fired from the band shortly after the song blew up. Produced by Nick Rhodes of Duran Duran, this synth-pop gem had everything. Teased hair, eyeliner, and a hook you couldn't escape. Some say Kajagoogoo's record label pushed for Lamal's exit to tone down his diva energy. Others say it was pure band beef. Either way, it was a one-and-done moment in the US. Comment if you thought this was Duran Duran back in the day. We won't judge. Now, from hair drama to heartbreak, we're stepping into the shadows of a former ABBA queen. Number 12, I Know There's Something Going On by Frida. When ABBA took a break, Annie Fried Langston, Frida, traded glittery disco for gritty rock. With Phil Collins behind the drums and production booth, she released this brooding, dark anthem that hit number 13 on the Billboard charts. The song was drenched in suspicion and tension, a total pivot from her ABBA days. Some fans say it was a not-so-subtle dig at her personal life post-divorce and post-ABBA. It didn't matter. Frida had something to say. And for one brief moment, the world listened. Who else only found out this was an ABBA solo track years later? Now, let's take a deep breath, because summer's over and things are about to get beautifully sad.
Happened one summer. It happened one time.
Number 13, Suddenly Last Summer by the Motels. There's a bittersweet quality to Suddenly Last Summer that's hard to shake. Martha Davis's smoky vocals carried this slow burn hit to number 9 in the US, with a vibe that felt like sunscreen, heartbreak, and one last sunset drive. The Motels never returned to the top 10, but this track became their legacy.
But sometimes I would. Sometimes I stay.
Davis later said the song was about the loss of innocence, but another long-standing rumor claims it was inspired by the death of her parents, making the title feel all the more haunting. Tell us, where were you the first time you heard this one fade into autumn? And now, from fading seasons to fast-talking paranoia, sung in 2 languages no less.
It's fine, 1, 2, 3, it's easy to see, but it's not that I don't care so. 'Cause tired all the time.
Number 14, Der Kommissar by After the Fire. Here's a head scratcher. The original version of this song in German was by Falco, but it was After the Fire, a British band, that turned it into an English language hit in the US, peaking at number 5. The lyrics dance between Cold War tension, drug warnings, and weirdly specific street slang.
And it was just enough to know what she really meant. And I got to thinking while she was.
After the Fire had been around for years making prog rock, but this sudden success didn't sit well. They broke up before the song even peaked in America. Talk about timing. Comment if you've ever tried to lip sync both versions and failed halfway through. Last but not least, we float up into orbit for one final lonely broadcast.
Sitting there alone, the ship is waiting, all systems are go. Are you sure?
Number 15, Major Tom, Coming Home by Peter Schilling. Peter Schilling's retelling of Bowie's astronaut saga gave us one of the moodiest synth tracks of 1983. Where Bowie's Major Tom drifted away, Schilling's version brought him home with a haunting German-English chorus and a tension that made space feel claustrophobic. It climbed to number 14 on the US charts, but Schilling never repeated that success stateside. Fun fact, there's still debate over whether Bowie ever heard Schilling's take. One myth says he referred to it as cute, but no one's found the quote. Still, this cosmic epilogue to a classic character gave us one more radio transmission before the silence. And there you have it, 15 one-hit wonders from 1983 that lit up our radios, hijacked our mixtapes, and vanished just as quickly. Some walked away, some flamed out, and some never meant to be stars at all. But each one left behind a chorus, a synth line, or a moment that still echoes through our headphones. Which one of these do you still crank on your retro playlist, or sing when you think no one's listening? Drop your favorite in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and tune in next time here on Retro Rewind, where the hits may be forgotten, but never gone.